of those 8 senior FBI officials, including top managers and multiple heads of field offices. These are career civil servants, meaning they can't be fired without cause. So let's take a listen to Senator Mark Warner about all this today.
What he's saying is every FBI agent that somehow touched the January 6th investigation, that was a comprehensive investigation. I've been told there were almost half of all the FBI agents at least had some involvement. If you're suddenly going to get rid of all of those, that could be thousands.
Yeah.
What does that mean for our cybersecurity? What does it mean for our trafficking and stop against fentanyl and other drugs? What does it mean in terms of, serious crime investigations? This would be devastating.
Okay, how will this impact the Bureau, Frank, the way it does its work, the way it keeps this country safe?
We are less safe today than we were, say, a week ago as a nation, when you've literally removed all of the top leadership, not only at FBI headquarters, but, as you said, in multiple field offices, with allegedly more to come. You can only have so many actings upon actings before you start eroding operational capabilities. So if this moves to what it appears to be moving to, which is a wholesale dismissal of agents and even analysts who touched January 6 cases, we would literally be talking about 6,000 employees. There are only 14,000 special agents in the FBI. So you'd be approaching the halfway mark. And, anybody who says, oh, that won't make a difference on the safety of my community or my country needs to understand something. At any given time, there are multiple terror plots being tracked by the FBI. As we speak, there are FBI surveillance teams somewhere. There's an FBI wiretap somewhere hoping to prevent the next terror attack. When you take layers of leadership away, then some of your best, most experienced agents out of the field, you are eroding national security and safety.
That's sobering. NBC News reports acting FBI Director Brian Driscoll refused a Justice Department order that he assist in the firing of those 8 officials. Driscoll said that he was told to turn over the names of every FBI employee involved investigating January 6 rioters, a list that he noted compromises, again, thousands of FBI personnel, and that includes him. What are your thoughts on Driscoll, the way he's standing up for FBI policy and how vulnerable it makes him as a Trump target for potential firing? And you think we're going to see a massive dismissal of agents?
There's a lot of drama here because we see a standoff developing between Driscoll, the acting director, which, by the way, was approved by, I'm certain, Kash Patel and Trump. He's believed to be a kind of in their camp. But the bridge that was too far for him was when DOJ demanded the list of field agents who touched January 6 cases. That was enough for him. And multiple sources report that he used very strong language, which we can't say here, with regard to the official asking for the list. And I don't think he's going to provide it. And now we've got a standoff. He might well be fired. And as you said, ironically, he's on the list, as is the acting deputy director, as someone who worked the cases. So we do have a standoff. The morale is in the trash right now in the FBI. Our adversaries are watching this. They know that people are leaving the building in droves, leaving field offices, and they're upset. This is not a good situation for national security or for hiring. I've got confirmation that hiring has stopped. Background investigations on people who are already in the pipeline, unless their conditional job offer letter is predated before January 20th, it's stopped. We're done hiring. So you could have a mass exodus with no one in the pipeline to replace those employees.
Acting Deputy Attorney General Emil Bove directed DOJ supervisors to, quote, preserve all records, including documents, emails, text messages, and other electronic communications from FBI staff. So this was on the same day that he fired more than a dozen federal prosecutors at the Washington U.S. Attorney's Office. Are rank and file agents worried they're going to be investigated, maybe prosecuted, even though their jobs assigned them to investigate the Capitol riot?
Yeah, well, let's be quite clear here. These are hardworking agents who get up every day just working their caseload. And if they're told, hey, you've got one of these January 6 offenders in your home territory, you got to work the case, present it for prosecution, get it done. They did it. These are crimes. We have convictions and guilty pleas. 600 of them involved assaulting police officers. So, you know, they did their job. Here's the real concern for personal safety. You walk people out the door, you then publish, as has been reported, one of the intentions is to publish the names of those agents. And now you've got the pardoned 1,500 January 6 offenders looking at the name of the agent who prosecuted or investigated them, and you've got a recipe for absolute harm to agents and their families.
Poof. At his confirmation hearing, Kash Patel, of course, Trump's pick to lead the FBI, said that his enemies list is a mischaracterization, adding there will be no retributive actions taken by the FBI. I'm curious, Frank, your evaluation of how he's handled the hearing, and is there reason to take him at his word during the confirmation hearing process, which counters his numerous prior threats for retribution?
It certainly appears that he attempted to deceive the committee. I think this is being done deliberately. By that, I mean, I think this purge is supposed to happen before he walks in the door so he can claim plausible deniability. I don't know what happened. I didn't do it. Yeah, that's what's going to happen here. What the Senate should do is call him back to the Hill and say, please explain under oath. You had no knowledge of this purge that's happening here? Of course, that's incredible, and he should not be confirmed.
Frank Figliuzzi, we're going to have you back often to go through this kind of stuff. Thank you much. More breaking news. Major U.S. trading partners are responding to President Trump's new tariffs. Canada's Prime Minister and Mexico's President